Missing someone. Missing someone. Missing someone. With all your heart.
I got off work a little bit early today, so I wanted to take you guys out and fly the drone a little bit while I still had some daylight left. Everybody stops and slows down. If not for the big camera sitting on top of my car, definitely for the drone. Not a lot of daylight left, and it's not sunny, which may be a good thing, because last time I came out here, everything was really overexposed, so maybe I'll get some really cool shots. I'm gonna launch from the top of my car today, because out in the grass, it's really hard to get it even and level because of all the sticks and roots and stuff. So if I launch from the top of my car, I know the gimbal will be level, and hopefully I'll get a straighter horizon. Maybe I'm not taking off from my car. I think the metal in the car was throwing up the compass and it wouldn't calibrate. Oh, so I'm flying over here. There's a ton of birds coming over here. I hope it doesn't attack my drone. That was successful, and that was fun. Got a little worried. I didn't know what was gonna die first, my phone or the drone. The drone died first, but the phone's not far behind it. Starting to get dark anyways. I was having to turn the shutter speed way down to get a well-exposed shot. I said that the drone outlasted my phone battery. Not by much. Woohoo! With what little daylight I have left, I want to do my top 5 favorite YouTube channels, and I also have some honorable mentions, just because there's so many channels that I like to watch. So number 5, I'm going to start with Philip Defranco. I really like his channel because of the non-biased news that he gives. He definitely voices his opinion a lot on his channel, but for the most part he tries to see it both ways, but he's open to have a conversation with you about certain stories in the news. And I love his perspective on things, even though I may not always agree with him. That's okay. You don't have to agree with everybody on everything. Number 4 is an up-and-coming YouTuber. Like 3 weeks ago, the guy had like 4,000 subscribers, and now he's pushing 200,000 last time I checked. His name is Officer 401, and I've never seen the guy's face. He hasn't shown his face on the channel, but he's super interesting, well-spoken. He's a police officer, and what he does is he drives around in his personal car. I've never seen him drive around in his work car. But on his personal time, he drives around and just talks about certain subjects surrounding police officers, and he mostly gets his ideas from his audience, and he'll just talk about a subject and give you his honest opinion. He's hilarious. He throws in a couple really funny jokes every time. Number 3 is Neistat. He really opened my mind and shown me what is possible through YouTube and through the internet. Before I started watching his vlogs, I always saw the internet as a negative place, and I was afraid of putting myself out there because of that. But he showed me that if you're being positive, you're putting out positive stuff, that it doesn't matter. There's always going to be haters. There's always going to be people that drive by slow and stare at you while you're doing something because you're talking to a camera. There's always going to be people that hate on you because you're succeeding at what you love to do, and they're not. He taught me to ignore those people and pursue my passion. Number two is somebody that doesn't have a lot of subscribers, and I'm really surprised because he's super awesome. He's a super awesome YouTuber, and I think that within the next 6 months his channel is really gonna blow up. His name is iamjake, and he drives around in a Jeep Wrangler, and I used to own a Jeep Cherokee, so I think Jeeps are awesome. I'm a Jeep guy, and basically the premise of his YouTube channel is he drives around in his Jeep, and he just got a dog recently, and right now he's doing a 50-state road trip, which I think is really cool. It's actually one of the ideas I had for my channel, but he got to it before me, and he's doing a really awesome job. He gets awesome drone shots. He's really good at storytelling, and he's somebody else that really inspired me to start a channel. And then number one for me right now on the list is H3H3 Productions. I just think that Ethan is hilarious. I love his comedy. I love his brand of humor, and I just think he's a really funny guy. He's my favorite comedian right now. Some honorable mentions: iDubbbz, I think he's hilarious, a little inappropriate at times, but Into the Mystery 13, that guy's channel is pretty cool. He does almost the same thing as iamjake. He drives around in his camper van, and he drives around kind of showing you different areas. He's a pretty cool guy, and he will give you some good advice on what it takes to live out of your van and travel the country. Bailey Stanfield, another awesome YouTuber. Shout out to Bailey. He gave me a shout out on one of his YouTube videos. I thought that was awesome of him. But Bailey is actually the first YouTuber that I saw, and it made me think, hey, I can do that too. Shonduras, his content's geared a little towards kids, but he's a cool guy, clean humor, Christian. I like the guy a lot. He does like snowboarding type stuff sometimes too, and action sports. And I think he's a funny guy, and the people he surrounds himself with is funny too. The Off-Camera Show, he interviews well-known actors, and it's a style of interview, and he asks questions that you don't really see in magazines and on TV, and you get to see a side of these actors that you don't usually see. First We Feast is another interview style type of YouTube channel, and basically the premise of that one is you have 10 wings, and the interview host eats these 10 wings with the person he's interviewing, and the people he interviews is interesting, and the catch of the show is that each wing that you eat gets spicier and spicier, so by the 10th wing you see a lot of egos and personas get broken down. Like I saw the one with Riff Raff, and that guy was losing his cool by the 10th wing. It was pretty funny. And last but not least, Mike and Lauren, the husband and wife. They're not super well known either. Their channel is definitely growing, but I started watching them for their personal finance and DIY style. Like, I'm really interested in architecture and craftsmanship and woodwork and doing stuff with my hands and just doing stuff myself in general. And my passion for doing things myself, because I know they'll be done right, grew from there. And Mike and Lauren are all about that. They're very frugal, and they plan to retire very early in life, and I watch their channel for tips and stuff. I almost forgot you guys. That's gonna be it for today. As you can tell, I'm losing daylight, and I don't have good lights yet, so without daylight, I can't record. As you guys can tell, I'm finally getting comfortable and getting the hang of some of my gear and equipment. I've been playing with it a lot. That's why I haven't been uploading. I want to make sure that I'm fully and completely prepared for when I take all this stuff out of the country. And I'm gonna need to know how to use this stuff then if I want to create an interesting story to tell you guys. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for being subscribed. Comment, share, like, subscribe. Show some of your friends if they're into this kind of thing. If not, Don't. It's all good. I appreciate the people that watch. Well, have a good night. Have a good weekend. And if I don't see you by Christmas, Merry Christmas. I'm sure I'll see you by the New Year. You know, on the holidays, you gotta take a bunch of pictures with your family and da-da-da-da. Well, I need a haircut. So this is me before